Daddy born poor, Mama was too. Walking through the snow, plastic bags on their shoes. Papa selling houses, sleeping in a car. 4 babies in the back seat, underneath the stars. Well, hey, hey, just work a little harder. Hey, hey, punching that clock with work and prayer and a little bit of luck. Make so much money, need a 10-ton truck. Ha 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 ha.
Hey, good morning, everyone. Paul McMann here with Forex Smart Trade. It is Tuesday, September 19th, 2023. So glad you could join me this morning here at Forex Smart Trade. Our mission is to change your financial future by teaching you how to successfully currency trade with our highly accurate proprietary trading indicators. And this session is meant to teach you one of the trade strategies that we use so that you can become a better trader and then also be convinced as to how well the indicators work. So with that, let's jump in. We first need to listen to this guy.
Due to federal and state regulations, we are providing the following disclosure. Please stay tuned, as this will take less than a minute. Foreign exchange, futures, and cryptocurrency trading are highly risky, and you can lose all the money you invest should you decide to engage in live trading. We are not responsible for your investment, trading, or tax decisions. We are not licensed financial advisors, traders, accountants, stockbrokers, or attorneys. We are not licensed commodities brokers and do not engage in or facilitate commodities transactions. We are not an introducing broker, and we make no recommendation as to where you should invest or what broker you should trade with. As you apply what you learn, we recommend you seek advice from licensed professionals. Any trade results that we show should not be considered typical of our students. We do not and cannot track the results or performance of our students' private trading accounts. We do not know what a typical or average student earns or loses trading. This is not a get-rich-quick program, guaranteed system, or business opportunity. We sell training and trading tools. We make no promises our training or tools will generate future income for students, and you may not make your investment back, including your investment in this training. Any redistribution or recording of this material is strictly prohibited without advance written permission.
One of the great things about the program is that we do these live trade sessions. I do 3 a week. This morning, Tuesday and Thursday mornings at 6:30. Also one on Monday afternoon at 3:30. Plus, I send out an overnight trade setup at around 4:15, where I'm using a different signal to come up with a trade. When you become a regular member, we do live trade sessions every morning at 10 a.m. and every evening at 10 p.m. These are one of the keys to the success we're able to provide, in that we are constantly training. Every Wednesday evening at 9 p.m. we do a advanced members meeting. Every Saturday morning we do back to the basics, where we're reviewing strategies and taking questions. So being able to get that coaching and feedback keeps you sharp, improves your game. I work off of a little checklist to help keep me, make sure I don't miss anything. Good practice every day is to restart the green chart. It clears the memory and picks up any updates that might have been done. Also, good practice is to review the current day's trades to see specifically the ones that didn't go the way you wanted to. And last night we had one that didn't go the way we wanted to. Pulling up the demo account here. I'm not sure why this pound yen is still open, because on my live account, I thought it closed. So I'm not sure what's going on here. We'll take a look at this in a minute. The Euro USD account, that just closed us a minute ago while we were doing this. In fact, this morning when I got up, Normally on these overnight trades, I expect them to close around 2, 3 in the morning. This Euro USD didn't close till just a minute ago. When I woke up this morning, it was positive, but hadn't hit. So I did move up my stop loss so that if it did pull back, I wouldn't lose any money. I would just get back to break even. I pulled up my stop loss to my entry point. It did pull back. We got out. But this is a trade we took last night on the NZD JPY. And I can tell you why that didn't go. But let's go and take a look just real quick. One of the great things about our indicators is that we can go back to a specific point in time and take a look at what we were looking at. So here's the NZD JPY current price. And let us go back to yesterday. Was that 09, 18, 2023, and we were at 4. No, we were at 3. We were at 15. Say 55 when we took that 3, just a few minutes before 4. So let's go back and take a look. So here was the sell signal we traded off of. Overbought, everybody's going down, double cross, so 3 points. Green line isn't quite halfway. Nice steepness to it, so I like that. 2 orange lines going down, thick blue going up, so 3 of the 4 that I'm looking for. Blue is inversely related, so when blue goes up, that means sell. I have up pressure, almost sideways pressure, because the green is almost flat here with the red line on top. Red line on top is gives me a point. So 1 point here, 3 points here, and 3 points here. When I confirm the trade, I am looking for the 2 hour and the 4 hour, the majors to both be overbought. Here, we touched it and it started to turn, and the minors are coming down, but this is okay. This isn't. The rule is I want it to be overbought, because when it's overbought, it will eventually come down. But here, what happened is we're going to see it turn and started going up. This signal changed. So this isn't going down. The green line isn't going down. And it being in the channel means there could be more up in the movement. I want this overbought so that if this is overbought, there shouldn't be that much more up in the movement. So I didn't follow the rule, basically. And this isn't coming down, it's sideways. So as we let's see, jump by an hour, let's go ahead. And then it switched and went up. So so I didn't follow the rule. I justified in my mind wanting to take a trade, and took a trade when the signal that I want, and you can see I've got it. The confirmation of the setup. the 2 and the 4 both need to be either oversold or overbought. They weren't. So I didn't follow the rule, and when you don't follow the rule, that's what happens. All right, so let's actually just take a look at we've got that last trade open. Let's see how we can mitigate it. And I'm wondering, I don't know why, but on my live trade, I thought this closed. But let's go and take a quick look and see what we can do to fix it. So when the trade doesn't close by morning, we need to take a corrective action. And right now, we've got a buy on the 1 hour. We're a little bit more than halfway. I've got the kink in it. We're going from more steep to less steep. But this is a buy signal here. 3 points here. 3 points here. 2 oranges going up, dotted blue coming down. And very weak up pressure, both the green and the red going up. What makes it weak is the slope of the lines and the gap between the lines. Buy signal on the 2 hour, buy signal on the 4 hour, buy signal on the 8 hour, buy signal on the 12 hour, buy signal on the 1 hour. So even though we took this off of the 1 hour trade chart yesterday, I am going to suggest we hedge this. So to hedge it, I'm going to go ahead and take let's take one more look. I want to know where the support and resistance is. All right, so we're sitting right at support on this. So we're going to go a little bit above this and put in a pending buy. So if it jumps through this line, it will mitigate our loss. So to do that, let's open this up. I'm going to go to new order. This was at 0.78. Given, you know what? Let me just go back one more time and look at one other thing here. Up. You know what? We're gonna do a buy and a hedge, And to do a buy and a hedge, I'm going to go to new order. I am going to double my lot size. So my lot size was 0.78. I'm going to go to 1.56. So that's double this 0.78. I'm going to, instead of doing a market buy, I'm going to do a pending buy, a buy stop. And we're going to go a little bit above where we're at now, 183 points. And let's go back here and take a look. So the line is at 1.831. So I'm going to go like 3 pips above where we're at right now. 3 pips above where we're at right now. So 183.033. I want to see where that puts us. All right. And I am going to, so when this hits, oh, it hit, it already hit. Ooh, it already engaged. That's weird. I didn't see it cross that line, but apparently it did. All right. I probably should have taken a little bit more. Now, since I've got double the lot size here on the buy, we've basically locked in our loss at 170. But what's going to happen is this goes positive. This number, the buy is going to get bigger faster than this number is. And when this gets about halfway through here, and there's a way you can calculate that, and I don't want to calculate it right now because I don't know it right off the top of my head, and I don't want to waste our time. But basically, this will get to even before it hits the break, before it hits the stop loss. This will once this gets up here, this will close out. Now, usually when I put in the hedge, I take off the stop loss because this trade is now protected. So I'm going to go back into modify and zero this out. Now, now I don't have the take profit on here because I need to figure it out, and I don't have the formula. Like, I don't want to go through it with you because I don't know the formula off the top of my head. I need to look it up. But basically, I'm going to watch this, and at some point, these two numbers are going to equal. This is going to get bigger, and this is going to get smaller. Or this is going to get more positive while this gets more negative, but this is going to get more positive faster. And when it does that, there'll be some point when this gets to zero. And when this gets to zero, I'll just close everything out. Or it gets a little bit positive. Now you see, we should have gone just a little bit above where I came in at, because I'd rather have this be a pending. So I'm looking for this number to get to zero. If for some reason it comes back, if it comes back and this the sell gets to zero, I'm just going to close out the sell. I'll put a stop loss in on the buy to protect the buy, and then deal with that. But right now, based on the signal that we just saw, oops, where'd it go? Based on the signal we just saw, we've got everything going up. So we're going to take advantage of that move, but I wanted to take advantage of it, and I missed it just a little bit. I wanted to take the buy on the other side of this line because you see it went up and bounced off of it. I didn't put the pending order enough on the other side of here. So once it breaks through this line, maybe next hour, it will go up. It'll go up here. And as it starts going up, this loss will get smaller and eventually get to zero. And then I can just close everything out. So that is how. Now, if I wasn't quite as confident on the it going up, like here, I'm very confident that this is going up. If I wasn't as confident, I would just take the buy for the same lot size, and then that would just freeze the loss. So the loss would be whatever the difference is between these two. And then I'd work out of it. I'd make the one trade go, and then I'd decide what I want to do with the other trade as it's going along. But that would minimize the loss, so I wouldn't have to take the full loss on whatever the stop loss was. But you can see the loss a minute ago was 170. Now it's at 153, 150. So I'm going to keep an eye on this, and what I'll do is I'll prepare the formula to show you on how you can calculate when you hedge like this, how you can calculate to figure out where where you have to put the take profit to make everything zero out. All right, so with that, let's we've used up a good bit of our time, but let's jump in and just see if we've got any. Let's finish going through our daily trade routine. We are technical traders, which means we're trading based on the price action. We want to know what news there is, so that we can trade around it. And we're specifically looking for the red items. This morning, there are 3 red items on the Canadian dollar, consumer price index. So we will not be trading the Canadian dollar. Tonight, there's some stuff on the Chinese yuan. Generally don't change. I don't trade the Chinese yuan for several reasons, but even if we were trading any trade we take now will be done by then. So let's go ahead. We're going to jump right in and see what we can find, since we're used up some of our time here. So the chart I'm trading off of is the Light 6 Major. It's one of the standard charts. It's a composite chart. It's got 6 different currency pairs. I'm looking for situations where the major and minor lines, the major lines are the red and green, minor lines are the black and gray, are either overbought. Overbought is above this blue line and coming down, or oversold. They're below this red line, like here, and going up. So that's what I'm looking for. Like, so see if you caught this, goes up through the channel, you get a nice big move. So that's what I'm looking for. So we don't have it here. We're overbought going up. We're just reaching overbought here. Just reaching overbought here. USD Canadian oversold sideways, nothing there. Dollar Swiss franc, we don't have agreement. Majors are sideways. Dollar yen oversold. Mine is going down, majors sideways. So nothing there. So I've cloned this. Let's take a look. Pound, euro pound. Reaching overbought. Australian dollar, yen overbought, still going up. Euro Canadian dollar, nice signal here. Oversold, everybody's going up. I've got a double cross. Those are the 3 things I'm looking for. Greens crossed over, grays crossed over. Nice steepness on the green line. The lines are clustered. That's a plus. What's the problem? It's a Canadian dollar. We got news coming out on it. So I don't want to trade. We're within that 2-hour window of when that news is coming out. So I'm going to pass. But this, so we've got the 3 points here, 2 orange lines going up, thick and thin orange, dotted blue coming down. So 3 of the 4 are telling me buy. I've got the very weak down pressure with green on top. So I've got 7 points here, 1 point here, 3 points here, 3 points here. I need a minimum of 7 points. Then I would go on to the confirmation stage. I'm not going to go on to the confirmation stage because this is a Canadian dollar. And there's news coming out. AUD, NZD, overbought, going up. Pound, yen, reaching overbought, and we've just hedged on that. Euro, Australian dollar, oversold, everybody's going up. I just barely have the double cross here. So I've got 3 points here. I'm not crazy about the steepness on the green line. It's about 45 degrees, almost less than 45 degrees. I don't like to take the trade if it's less than 45 degrees. And I don't like that we are gapped. The green line has got a gap before entering the channel. I like to have the green line a little closer. 2 orange lines going up, dotted blue coming down. So I do have 3 out of the 4 here, but I've got down pressure with red on top. I want to have the green line on top, so I don't have that there. Let's see what else. Overbought and miners going up, so we don't have agreement. Euro, New Zealand dollar. Oversold, everybody's going up, double cross. See here how we've got a little bit better steepness on the line than we did on that last one. This is greater than 45 degrees, so we still have the gap, but the slope of this I like better. 2 orange lines going up, dotted blue coming down, so 3 of the 4 here. And we've got down pressure with green on top, and the lines are diverging. They're separating. So I like the green on top. So 1 point here, 3 points here, 3 points here. So we've got the 7 points. Next phase is to confirm. So to confirm, so we've got Euro, New Zealand. It's the end of the day in New Zealand, but it is lunchtime in Europe. So we still got about 4 hours of trading left there. So that's okay. Europe NZD. So this was the signal we were just looking at. My confirmation is I want the 2 and the 4 hours to be oversold. I don't care that the net lines are necessarily going up, but this is oversold and this is oversold. I get the green line going up on both of them. I don't necessarily need that. So I've got the confirmation that I'm looking for. And why I want this to be oversold is if this signal weakens, we'll still get the trade. It'll just take longer to happen. Because we're oversold, it's eventually going to go up. Oversold, it's eventually going to go up. So we have that. Let's now we need to figure out what the trade is worth. Euro, New Zealand. And I want to know what the trend is. Like, so here's a little bit of a downtrend. Here's a downtrend, uptrend. This isn't really much of a trend here. It looks kind of sideways. But I want to know where the support and resistance are. So support and resistance are spots where the candles seem to naturally stop. And I'm going to... I don't know that I like this. When I crunch up, it gives me more data points. All right, so it seems to stop here, stop here, stop here, stop here, stop over here. And these become the bounds within which I'm going to figure out what my take profit is. So right in here, over here. You know what? I'm going to put one more below. Right in here, over here. I'm going to open this back up so we can see it a little better. Now we have a buy signal, and our issue is going to be that we're right on the support line. So it needs to break this line, which is about 3 pips. It needs to break this line. So if we're taking a buy, I don't want to take a buy for only 3 pips. It's not worth it to me. I want us to be on the north side of this line to take a buy. Now, it could take a pending trade off of a 1-hour chart given that we've got about 4 hours of trading time in Europe left, I don't want to take the trade. If we were on the north side of this line and we had that signal, I would take the buy. But being on the south side of this line, because you can see it's gone up and bounced, and it's bouncing now. You can see here it's bouncing. I want to trade within the channel and get my take profit within here. So we're going to pass on that. So let's go back. So we still have the signal, but until it really breaks that support and resistance line, I don't want to take it. So, gang, we did take a trade on we hedged our position from yesterday. Keep an eye on this. When this gets to zero, just close everything out. Keep an eye on this. When this gets to zero, just close everything out. And for Thursday, I'll have that information ready on how you calculate what the exact take profit spot is, so that it just closes everything out by itself. Okay, gang, thanks so much for joining me. And we will see you Thursday. If you want to learn how to trade, we can certainly help you. And we're so confident that we can, that we're going to let you trade with company funds and split what you make. All right. Bye-bye.